Hey loves, thank you for joining me for today's energy update. I wanted to do another update because a lot of us have been experiencing people from our past coming back. It is so freaking annoying, I know. Like, leave me alone. But I figured this is a great opportunity to look into the energies to see what spirit want us to learn from this, right? What are the lessons that we should take from this? Of course, don't take them seriously. That's the best thing that I can tell you. Don't entertain it if you don't have to. Go gray rock. So if you're not familiar with that lingo, for those of us who have experienced narcissism and those with toxic tendencies, put it that way, we use this method called gray rock because we don't want to give them any ammunition, right? So it's just keep things simple. Don't tell them anything about yourself. Boom, it's over. You're done, right? So this is what I would recommend. I would not get much into feelings. Don't take what they say personally. A lot of it is nothing but projection. If you need to talk to your therapist after that, do that. If you need to journal, do that. But definitely understand that people from your past are coming back just to agitate. They have no other reason to come back. Okay, they want to see what you're doing. They want to make sure you're not moving any further without them. It's this sick obsession with trying to just make sure that you quote unquote stay in your place. So in this season, as the divine feminine move forward on her journey, remember we cleared out a lot of the older energies in 2021, right? So we've been through a lot in 2021. This includes a lot of issues for many of us, there were health issues involved, right? For others of us, there were other issues that we had to deal with regarding our future, right? And so whatever those issues might be, your guides want you to look at this from the perspective of a learning experience, right? There is nothing else you can get from this person. Let your past, the ex, whomever they are, go. Don't let them come back, okay? So the first two cards that came out here, the Empress and the Ten of Cups. All right, so number one, the reason why they're coming back is because you, as the divine feminine, you have come a long way. You have transformed, right? You have transformed. And so whenever we go through transformation levels, I do believe that we'll have some stumbling block, some test, so to speak, to come and really see if we learned our lesson. Okay, so as we go into 2022, don't be surprised if some of the people, things, situations you thought you left behind might try to come back and rear its ugly head. Again, it's because of these energies, right? They're trying you. Don't let them get to you. Okay? Cut the cord. Cut the cord. Period. Okay, so I'm about to put up my cord cutting special because Spirit just dropped that into my spirit because we need to get rid of a lot of these people spiritually. They don't need to return, right? Ten of Cups. They come as a distraction because what we have coming up is a happy life, happy love life, happy family life. Things that we have been working on for the past few years coming to fruition. See, the difference between the divine feminine and our karmics is this. After a failed relationship, karmics typically go on to the next person. They don't realize where they were wrong at. They don't want to realize where they were wrong at. Again, it's all about their ego. They just want to feel good. All right? They want to feel good. They want to feel validated. Whereas with the divine feminine, we took a break. We're like, hold up. We can't go back into the same thing we were doing. Let me learn about where I made that mistake at. Let me sit my behind down and figure out what the red flags were that I missed because I don't want to miss them again. Right? I want to walk into a connection happy, healthy, not feeling as though I owe anyone anything, right? Not feeling as though I'm tethered to my past. This is what the divine feminine does. She walks into something with a brand new perspective. She doesn't hold on to anything. So this is why it is super important for you to let them go, right? Because you don't want to bring them in the future with you too. They gotta go. They have to stay in the past. The Devil in reverse. Not surprised that this came out. Because again, many of the people from our past that we've dealt with, these are people who were not really supportive of us growing, number one, but also number two, they didn't grow themselves. They were stuck in their own little thing, in their own little world, right? And so when we see the Devil in reverse here, this talks about resentment. They may come back like they're happy for you, like they want the best for you. They don't. They just want to make sure you're not doing well, right? Don't give them any ammunition. They don't need to know what you're doing. They don't need to know what you're up to. They don't need to know how blessed you are. They don't really even care. Don't give them any ammunition. 9 of Wands in reverse. They're still closed-minded. They're resisting the truth. They're still living in fairy tale land where they feel they have been wronged. So just because they come to you saying they want to be friends, they want you and them to get back on the same page, that's not really the truth. Okay? They just want to make sure you're not doing well. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Despite what they tell you, they're lying. Lack of stability. Okay? They're not as stable as they portray themselves to be. Definitely. Also probably even having issues of their own, which is why they keep reaching out to you with the hopes that something will change, with the hopes that something will give. Okay? And Spirit is saying with the Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny wants you to leave them in the past. It is not meant for you to continue to entertain them. It's not meant for you to continue to entertain them. They bring nothing but chaos and confusion to the table, and this is why they had to go to begin with. Their guides want better for you. They are a karmic. Wheel of Fortune, they are a karmic. That's why they're coming back. This is a karmic connection. They're angry because they're not your twin flame. They're angry because they're not your soulmate. They know that they're a karmic because there is nothing that really connects the two of you together. That's really spiritually profound. Okay, so they find themselves in whatever crap they put themselves in, but they want to make sure you're not happy too because you moved on. It's an ego thing more than anything else. They haven't changed. They're not wise. This is an ego thing. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So with them, more than likely in their own life, they have burnout. They feel pressured. They feel like they need additional support. Of course, they're not going to come and tell you that. They don't want you to know that that's the truth. Page of Wands in reverse, they're confused themselves, have some conflicting issues, because let's be real, if things were as happy as they portray them to be, they wouldn't be in your face. They wouldn't be messaging you, calling you, whatever the case might be. If they were that happy, they would just move the crap on, right? Spirit, what else do you have for the Divine Feminine? Knight of Swords. Okay, so what our spirit guides is telling us, now it's time for us to be honest with ourselves. Okay, so I think for many of us, we didn't really want to step on toes, but now is the time to just break clean. You don't have to go in an argument back and forth with them. A lot of these toxic people, that's what they feed off of. They want to make you upset. They want you to be emotional. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Be honest with yourself. Make the clean break. They're not going to change. This is just who they are. 10 of Swords in reverse. This has to end. Inevitably, it has to come to an end. You have to close the door on the communication. Whether it means just stop responding or saying it's time to end it, Whatever the case might be, you got to do what you got to do. Because you have to protect your peace of mind. Right? And of course, protect yourself. If you're in a situation whereas someone can be extremely abusive, then you have to take other measures, of course, to protect yourself. And a link that you can use to help you plan and prepare will be in the explanation box too with this video. Okay? Because you want to make sure you cover all your bases. You want to be safe as you go about doing whatever it is you need to do to protect yourself. Okay? But for those of us who's just dealing with the ex that won't go away, they have to go. Right? The only thing we can do is put up that boundary so they can go. Queen of Cups in reverse. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, this talks about someone who's insecure. That's the other reason why they keep coming back. They don't like the fact that you're not coming back to them, begging them for a second chance, begging them to see if things can be worked out. They don't like it. They need that because they need to feel important. I know it's sad, isn't it? But they need to feel important in some way. So that's why they keep coming back to you, messing with you. Almost bullyish behavior. Okay, the Star in reverse again, talk about insecurity. Wow. Yeah, the exes who are insecure are coming back, man. They have not changed. They haven't grown. There's a whole lot of crap. That's a whole lot of crap they're bringing back to the table. 5 of Cups here. Still sadness about the ending with the connection that they had with you. And again, this is why they have not changed. King of Swords in reverse. They're sneaky. They're not to be trusted. Leave them in the past. Spirit, what messages for the Divine Feminine does she need to hear as she moves on towards 2022? Okay, so 2 of Swords in reverse. Don't doubt yourself. You left them for a reason. Don't listen to their projections. Don't listen to what it is they're trying to tell you to make you feel bad about it. You had to do what you had to do. Your peace of mind comes first. Okay? So if you're busy doubting, don't. Your spirit guides are literally saying you did the right thing. You had to protect your peace of mind first and foremost. You had to be happy. Even if they didn't want you to be happy, that's not your problem. You had to be happy. You had to take care of you, right? The Sun upright. You're going through a rebirth. So as you're going through this rebirth, you're going to have people from your past come back. You're going to have people from the past come back because they're going to want to test and see whether or not you will accept them back. Right? Like I said, every time we transform, every time we level up, there's always going to be a test that comes back. That comes right back to us. And our spirit guides are telling us we need to ignore the test so that we can go further on our journeys. Because again, like I said, we're on our way to level up here. We're being rebirthed, reborn. Okay, a rebirth is happening. We're being reborn. And Spirit wants us to focus on the future. Right? That's what Spirit wants us to do. Focus on the future. Because we are being reborn. 4 of Cups. There is the disconnection happening between you and your ex. It has to happen. The cord has to be cut. Okay? Because what's coming next is better than dealing with them, honestly. Knight of Cups. Romance is coming in. That's why you had to cut the cord with them. Okay? You had to cut the cord so that you can be happy when this new romance comes. 9 of Cups in reverse. Again, like I said, they want to make sure you don't have joy. And your guys are like, no. You're bringing your person in. And I strongly feel this for the Divine Feminine Collective. We're bringing your person in. so that you can be happy. So whatever the ex thought they were stopping, they're not doing anything. 3 of Swords. Okay. Your ex is still heartbroken. That's why, again, still mad. Okay. About what happened. The Divine Feminine left for liberation. We left because we needed to find ourselves. We needed to find peace. We needed to have peace from a toxic situation. And so from the ex's perspective, we wronged them, quote unquote, because they took a hit to the ego. This is what we have happening. Okay, let's see what else. Ace of Cups. I love it. Yep, Spirit is saying you had to cut the end to that. It had to be done because a new love opportunity is coming in. This is beautiful. This is such a beautiful reading, y'all. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles coming in. Okay, this is saying too, you're going to be okay. You're realigning yourself with your priorities. You're learning how to take care of yourself. Also, when it comes to dating and love and relationships, you're learning what you deserve. Balance. Balance is key here. The Divine Feminine is doing the work. She's doing the work so she can be happy. 5 of Swords in reverse. I believe that this has to do with the energy that the exes were bringing in. Okay, because 5 of Swords in reverse talks about a power struggle. Again, it's just to one-up you. That's the only reason why they are in your messages, whatever the case might be, calling you. It's to one-up you. 8 of Wands in reverse. They wanted to delay whatever blessings that are coming your way, but we're not going to let them do that because we're leaving them in the past. 6 of Wands. Absolutely. We'll take it, Spirit. Badass success. That's literally what the definition for this card is in this deck. Success for the Divine Feminine. So if you've been dealing with the ex, if you've been dealing with past issues, if it seemed like you're just so close to the finish line, but something keeps coming up, something keeps bothering you, keeps getting in the way of your happiness, Spirit is saying, you know what? This is because you are about to level up in 2022. You're about to be so happy. So very happy. Okay, Divine Feminines, I wish you the absolute best. Until our next session together where I go over the energies, continue to meditate, pray, and manifest. Remember, we're going into 2022 with a whole bunch of blessings with us, right? Meditate, pray, and manifest. Take care, you all.